Hello, hello. We are back with the Hellbreaker sequence for our fantastic finale. I'm excited. It has been a long time in coming to wrap this game up. I've been excited about the story so far, and excited to wrap it up with an epic battle of sorts. So, let's see. Where do we want to start? I could see us more or less starting anywhere. I guess maybe Cassius would probably be a good place. Right? Because if I remember correctly, Cassius was fighting the Tannerin, or he was he was standing against the Tannerin. Basically, just him and Mortuo, Seraphiel, and Muriel. Right, the two heralds. So it was this basically moment where you're like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to fight all these things. And then, of course, we get the awesome, all the heralds start teleporting in. And I think, what's his face?
What can I say?
Exactly. I think it was like Caphriel or something like that. Like the main kind of like warrior dude of the heralds. He steps up to you as everybody starts teleporting in. And he says, Emperor Cassius, sorry we're late.
Who was it again?
Basically, he was like the guy in charge of the herald army, like the warriors.
Okay.
So, right, he steps up to you and he says, Emperor Cassius, sorry we're late. And he brandishes his sword, big flaming sword.
I mean, I had it totally under control.
Aren't you like wounded right now?
Oh, I think I'm one hit away from death.
Right, so you're like limping, holding your bleeding side. I just want to check. Yes, you are indeed one. Oh, right now you're rapturous. Normally you would be enraged, but because you had this whole prophet, touching infinity thing happen to you, you have the rapturous harm box. So as of right now, you look very angelic and epic.
Yeah.
In your almost deadness. So what's the plan, Cassius? Caphriel's like, what's the strategy here? Obviously, there's a giant battle happening, but like, what is your kind of goal with this?
Oh yeah, it's to get to the
Heart of Darkness
thing. Oh, is that
the terraforming machine? Yeah. We've been nicknaming it the Heart of Darkness.
Okay. Well, get to the Heart of Darkness, I guess. Kill everything.
Yeah. Survive. So he looks back at you and he says, "We need to get you there."
Yes, sir.
And then he looks around. He's like, "This is the machine, isn't it?"
The thing that started it all.
Yeah. He looks back at you. What are you planning to do when you get there?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Muriel just looks over. I don't think you actually know what you're gonna do when you get there. Do you?
Whatever we do, Mortuo needs to live.
Right.
He is
Literally
the key
nobody else does.
to everything.
Literally nobody else does. I'll carry you all back. It's my duty.
Mortuo is my favorite character of this entire thing.
I love schizophrenic Josh in this episode. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna have to actually work out a voicing for Muriel. Oh boy.
I think she was like old lady, something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of stuck up old lady.
It's been a couple weeks since I've done that voice. Yeah. I'll mute and warm up real quick.
Go ahead. So, I mean, this is really you making the role, Cassius, right? To, carve your way through. You have followers, obviously, right? That's what these people are. You basically get followers worth a certain quality. So what are you specifically doing?
Trying to get to the thing without taking even one damage.
Okay, so I feel like then what you really want to roll is instead of, you're not rolling fiercely assault. You don't really care if you kill anything. You're gonna roll diffuse.
Yes.
Right? You're rolling let's see. Yeah, here we go. Because you're trying to avoid the danger entirely.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay. So I assume you're doing it with intimidation and or physical exertion.
Yeah.
I guess you could also do it with endurance or quick action.
I think maybe intimidation because I've got a rapturous holy aura, and I feel like that could give me an advantage.
Right, sure. So you're just walking through, and as like a Tannerin tries to go for you, you just like totally eviscerate them, and then you just keep walking, like really intimidating. Like,
Yeah.
cool. All right, go ahead and make that force roll. Why don't you?
Oh, it's force. Okay. Anything I can add to that because I feel like this is an important role.
So your followers can give you. Go ahead and take up +2
Okay.
because the followers are helping you beyond what you already have. I don't know what that is, but
Do I have a data?
you should. I think so.
Because that's not on this page.
Right. Let me. Sorry, I just realized that I needed to get the picture up for Josh on this other overlay because he doesn't have a camera. Okay. Let's see here. Family playbooks. You do have 2 data, so you'd like to spend 1.
I will spend 1 here.
Good stuff. All right, you are rolling. Yeah, with advantage. So it is a 12 altogether.
Yes.
So you succeed, obviously.
Do I succeed with style, or is that the wrong system?
Wrong system, but on a 10+, the situation is safe unless changed significantly, right? So you do indeed make your way into the fortress. I think that's.
I just walk in. Cool guys don't look like explosions, and I have like rapturous angel burning wings. I'm just like caw.
Okay, cool. So, I think who is leading the assault effort on the ground? If we were going to choose between Muriel, like I would say it's Seraphiel if Carly was here, but obviously Carly's not, so we could have Seraphiel roll for this. Otherwise, we could do Muriel or Mortuo. What do you guys think? For like the actual fight of like who wins that like conflict on the ground, or at least how it's going.
I mean, whoever has a better force stat.
That's
I
fair.
suppose.
That's a
Kind of
good
low-key
point.
trying to metagame that, but I don't have Muriel's sheet in front of me.
I mean,
let's
it
see.
makes sense that the person who's best at it would be the primary person to roll,
Yeah. So
beyond being better for us.
Seraphiel currently has a +1 in it because of her. She's a martyr and she's slightly damaged. Let's see. Where's the rest of the people? Mortuo has a -1.
You have -1 force. How are you going to carry us back?
And I think
You'd
Muriel.
be surprised.
Steel is actually what you use to travel and stuff. I think.
True.
Oh, okay.
Muriel is not on this sheet, and I don't think she would have a higher force than Seraphiel though. So
I was going to say she's probably buried a couple layers down, and I would guess that I dumped force for that character too because she was never meant to be a fighter. She was meant to be a scholar, which actually now she's wearing war form, or
the herald
to be
equivalent
more
of doing
precise,
so.
she's equipped for battle.
Mhm.
Would that not also change her physical abilities?
I mean, in theory, yeah. I think we would make a quick, the quick character we make here would be switched around stats. But we don't have it up right now. If you want to, you can feel free to just follow the stuff on that quick character right over here, Josh, and make Muriel again if you want.
Okay. I will take a look at this real quick.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I think it makes sense to have Seraphiel make the roll. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh.
Just run into the next room.
Agent with slaying demons.
Caleb, just run into the next room and hand Carly the dice. And just be like, roll this real quick.
Carly's not here right now. She's at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Do the heralds have data? I'm pretty dang sure they do. I think they have a bunch. Yeah, they have like 8 data. I think she spent one last time, so. Okay, so I'm going to roll with advantage. I'm trying to think if she would get the followers' help here. I don't know if she would, because I think if their focus is on helping Cassius get inside the fortress, they wouldn't also be able to like put their efforts towards like winning the battle in the same way. So I think this is just going to be like her bonus. But I will go ahead and make that roll for her. 11. Nice. Okie dokie. On a 10 plus, you choose 2 and the GM chooses 1. Let's see. What makes the most sense in this situation? You inflict savage, terrifying harm, frightening and dismaying your foes. Makes sense. I don't know. What out of these other 3 options, what do you think makes sense? You scavenge a device, you find out some new info, get 1 data, or your avenue of escape is clear.
This is for Stereofield, right?
This is for Seraphiel and the battle outside, yeah.
I would say avenue of escape is clear because.
What does that mean, though? Because they don't really want to leave, right? Like they don't
be like a defensive thing. Like if things get bad, Seraphiel doesn't die.
Sure, yeah. So basically, this is like they have an out if they need to fall back.
Yeah, that's I think.
But right now they're holding the line, as it were.
I don't think it makes sense for us to gain information, or for her to gain information, and for us to also gain that information. Like, that doesn't really make sense.
And it would be for the heralds, and they already have 8 or 7 data right now. So
yeah.
Okay, so then let's see. I'll just have her take harm as appropriate, because that actually, I mean, honestly, that actually helps Seraphiel. She gets more boss sauce when she gets more damaged. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark another 2 harm boxes for her. So Seraphiel is, tearing through these Tannerin and is just constantly getting beat down and bloodied and bruised, torn metal and broken joints and blinding pain. And she is, honestly, it says with the, she has a move that says clear eye, or her clear eyes move says, when you stand on the brink of defeat with a filled Greek letter here track, I don't remember what Greek, is that Omega maybe? I don't know. You become sanctified. So long as you're sanctified, you gain the undying respect of those who witness you facing your ordeal. Friend or foe, they will from now on defend your reputation, marked by the strength of your devotion. So they're not at the brink of defeat yet, but now that she has that filled, if something goes horribly wrong here, if they can't hold the line, something else changes, she'll be able to like suddenly become sanctified and get this like cool boost. But as of now, because of Seraphiel's absolute ferocity, because everybody else seems to be, they're focusing on making sure Cassius gets in. Seraphiel is taking a squad and single-handedly tearing into these Tannerin troops with reckless abandon. They're also just being beat back pretty remarkably. So it's pretty exciting to watch, actually. Mortuo, you think that if you were on the Tannerin side right now, you would have a lot of bodies to carry. So
you don't want to know what Mortuo is thinking at this moment.
Okay, fair enough. So I think we pop over to Iseret and Friend, right? So you guys are, Friend is lying in the corridor, almost dead, right? That's the situation that Friend ended up in. They have all of their harm boxes marked, which means they're bathed in blinding light, which also means that Friend is going back and forth, struggling ridiculously much right now between the Harmonia and the Discordia in his body. So Iseret, you were kind of giving him a pep talk, right? Of like, you have to go to the good side. Like, you have to embrace the Harmonia. And he had basically just said, like, I can't do it alone. And I think, we obviously cut to Cassius when last time we heard that line. But I think we come back after you've said that line, and instead of getting the hopeful, oh, look, Cassius has arrived, even though he is in the fortress now, I think instead we get a little bit of a catastrophe, and a Tannerin steps into the corridor. And Iseret, it's a Tannerin you're very familiar with. This is the Vision. What does the Vision look like again?
We never decided.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen him on screen before.
He looks exactly like James Roday,
Okay.
but with eyeliner.
Really?
No.
I was like, wow, that is a very distinct picture. Like, honestly, I can see that, though. I think we should go with that.
All right, Gib. Have it your way.
Like, honestly, I think that fits the picture I had of him in my mind, like, in personality-wise, right? A goth James Roday.
All right, whatever.
Is there any other, like, obviously this is a Tannerin Lord, like, they appear as, like, usual, like, squid sort of things. Obviously he could have discordic magic that makes him look like something else, but is there any sign of what he is, truly?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So there's one of the Tannerin who's pretty good at disguising himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you see this guy. What kind of clothes is he wearing?
I mean, the obvious would be like dark flowing robes. But I think he's wearing like purple royal clothing. Very like studded and like bright.
Mm-hmm.
He's very he looks very pompous.
Yeah, and so I think he sees you and he says, I thought I felt that your soul was still on this plane.
You're feeling my soul? No, she doesn't say that.
I swear, if I had a nickel for every single time Connor said something like that and then said, oh, no, they don't say that, I would have a lot of nickels.
It's my version of angels. Oh, never mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, continue.
I mean, he's just looking at you, kind of like appraising you up and down, like, and then I guess if you don't say anything immediately, he says,
oh, right, I was going to say, yeah, okay.
Yeah, good.
Shoot. No, I don't think Iseret says anything. I think Iseret just kind of like takes a step towards Friend and kind of like gets between Friend and Vision.
Yeah.
It is like just ready for anything. I don't think she has something in mind to say to him or has some like epic, it's you all along or anything. I think she's just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah. So I think he says, when you came to me and asked for a boon, I could sense that something was different. Apparently it wasn't even you, was it? It was just Legion.
I think Iseret is just thinking through everything possible of like a weak point. My 1 second surprise attack, like what is it? Where is it? What do I do? It's like looking all over, thinking everything through, trying to figure out if there's anything that she can do. Is there a roll she can make for that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
shoot. What is this? What
What
was
is
it
what?
11 for?
Oh no, that was for Seraphil. I didn't really think. Remember, I don't roll in this game unless it's about only players roll in this game.
Okay, all right. That scared me.
Let's see here. Character moves. This would be Unearthed Forgotten Lore.
Okay.
Right? This is you basically trying to decipher what do you know about the way vision works as a Tannerin Lord. So plus lore, which is a -1 for you.
Shoot. Oh, because I'm still in the stupid angel body. I forgot.
Yep.
So. Yeah, okay.
Oof. So, I think for Iseret, I don't know. What do you think would be more interesting? That Iseret has suddenly realizes how hopeless the situation is because he does not have a weakness that she can exploit, at least in this form, or is it you think of something and it's wrong and you're going to act on it and probably get into a worse situation?
I think she's hopeless.
Okay.
I think she's hopeless to the point of we should run.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing is, friend is he's dying.
No, he's not. Heck.
And so as you're kind of just struggling and you're like, oh no, this is so bad. I think he says, these new accommodations are quite nice, don't you think?
What? What are you talking about?
I always found it funny when people try to bargain with us. We've consumed many worlds, and this one will not be the first to try to reason with us before we devour them one whole and complete. Your precious recollection thought they were courting a rogue Tannerin, but none of us are rogue. We serve something higher than all of us. We are all part of the same cosmic army. Do you think a house divided against itself can stand? Surely not.
Well, remember Vision's the character I set up for Vision was that he wanted to see if he could gain power from this. He wanted to usurp his rulers. So did his plan fail, or is he?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if Iseret knows, right? Either his plan failed and he's just kind of picking up the pieces at this point and just being like, oh, it was all part of my plan all along, or it actually was part of his plan all along and he doesn't actually care about power because.
Okay, yeah, I know Iseret doesn't know this. That was more of a GM question of
it could be either one.
That was his goal. Okay.
Yeah, I remember his actual goal and stuff, but
okay, he just sounded very I'm just one with the Discordia kind of a thing.
And the thing is, if he doesn't come off that way, then he'll have to come off as I failed. I'm weak now, right? This is
okay.
No matter what, whether or not it's true or not. This is the only play he has, the only way he can present himself at this point that makes him look strong, like it was all of part of his plan all along. So whether or not it's true, Iseret doesn't know. But I think he says, right, you have to know that you were doomed from the start, don't you?
Iseret kind of shakes. Doesn't say anything.
I think there's potential for you, for him. You become something different. A soul disembodied is both more vulnerable and in a position of great possibility. So I'm here to offer you a choice, Iseret. At the end of it all, as this world burns around you, you can join us. I will only ask this once. But know that if you say yes, then everything that you want for you and your friend here will be true.
Ironic. Iseret grabs friend and runs.
Do you like pick him up basically?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, make a diffuse to try to run away. So you're gonna roll plus steal.
Yeah. Mr. Steel.
0.
Wrap. Can I use? Do I have data or anything like that I can use?
Let's take a look. The recollection has 0 data, but you have 1 tech, so you could, if you wanted to, have a device on you to do something, with, but that's not going to help you in this immediate situation.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll. Oh. Hey!
Nice. 10.
Woo! All right. Get that good roll out here so that I stay alive long enough for me to fail the big roll about where I try to actually succeed at something.
The situation is safe until it's changed significantly. So I think what happens, right? I think the way obviously this shakes out, because if you got, succeeded with flying colors, is we get this scene where you're running, right? And Vision calls after you. Where do you think you're going, Iseret? There is nowhere to run. And you hear this kind of echoing behind you as you just like take off in a blind dash. You don't even really know how to navigate this place anyway. And so you end up getting hopelessly lost. And it seems before, like, at first,
Well,
like you're going to be like,
I succeeded at my roll.
No, I know. Let me explain.
Oh, okay.
It's right. We get it's the scene where you're like, oh crap, like there's no way out of this. I don't know where to go. Like he's behind me. And then basically what happens, right, is you get caught on a dead end and you see a shadow, right, coming from the corridor that you left. And you turn around and you're like, there's nowhere to run. And you like maybe like set friend down and like take out your like flaming sword, that you get as a herald. And you're like, okay, last stand. And then Cassius turns around the corner.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cassius, you see Friend and Iseret. Well, Friend, they're both in herald bodies. I don't know if you recognize them, actually. You just see 2 heralds.
We have not even met, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you have met ever, and you definitely haven't met in these bodies. So, yeah, I mean, you see 2 heralds. One of them is holding a flaming sword, protecting another one. That's like lying on the ground. What do you do?
Hi. Am I interrupting something, or?
Oh, I thought you were Vision. Who are you?
Cassius. Who are you?
I mean, honestly, it's like Cassius probably looks down at himself and he's like enraptured in like blinding light, has angelic wings. It's just like, what do you mean, who am I?
Okay, fair enough. I didn't realize his appearance was so telling. So I probably would know, but I guess she probably just asks to confirm anyway.
Yeah.
So they still have that scene.
Yeah.
So she says, "Oh, Cassius, so you're here to stop all of this?"
Attempt is the key word. Attempt to stop this. Yes, I'm about to die, but how are you doing?
Friend just gives a thumbs up.
I look at Friend's thumbs up and I look back at Cassius and I say, "Yeah, we're pretty much doing about the same."
Need help?
Well, do you need help?
Yes.
Well, then I guess we can help each other out.
I can't shoot him. Dang it. I'm out of ammo.
Yeah. I mean, you can summon a weapon or whatever,
I
right?
summon Angel Gun.
Okay. What is an angel gun?
Can you like manifest this, or is this like you just happen to have it available
No,
to you?
yeah,
That's one of my abilities is an eternal arsenal.
but we also decided the way he got it. Normally, it is like mundane, but for him, because he got it because of his like prophet role, it's like literal magic, like harmonic weapons that he can summon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just fluff.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually do anything different.
I still think it would. I think it would be funny for Morchuo just to come walking up with a gun right when he needs it, for
I
no
mean-
particular reason other than that the game mechanic says he gets the weapon.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean that
Yeah,
could also.
But
I would be
Honestly, if you got a flavor thing for it, I like the flavor more than.
I mean, but
Morchuo
that
just
would
being a
also-
Deus Ex Machina.
I was gonna say that would also establish that Morchuo was here, which honestly probably would be true, right?
I mean, he's here
Yeah.
regardless, right?
Yeah.
I assume you're like an inch away from me at all times because I'm about to die.
Right. So yeah,
I
I
think
think,
you're very
he's
excited.
uncomfortably close.
yeah. So I think it does make sense for you to hand him the gun in this situation.
His nose whistles a little bit when he breathes.
So creepy.
Thank you, Igor. I mean more true.
So, Cassius, I think honestly, you sense discordia coming from, like, if you look at this for any length of time, right? You sense discordia coming from one of the heralds.
Mhm.
Right, the herald on the ground.
Would I not sense discordia coming from all of them?
I mean, you would sense discordia coming from everywhere, but I think I don't think it's like, oh, you're blinded because there's magic everywhere, right? I think you
Yeah.
can tell that something is wrong with this herald. You know how heralds are supposed to feel, and something. I mean,
Mhm.
honestly, something's wrong about both of them. These aren't real heralds.
Yeah.
And then I think honestly, you probably take a moment and then you recognize the bodies that Morchuo and you found in the desert, and then they walked off, right?
Wait a minute. Morchuo just kind of drops whatever he's holding and scoops up friend.
Hey.
I was carrying you. I don't know how you're back alive, but you still need to be carried.
You just get the scent of vinegar.
Mm.
Morchuo just kind of sagely nods. I don't even remember what vinegar is supposed to be, but
it's like
Morchuo
anxiety.
probably likes Morchuo likes pickles and olives and
That's fair.
drinking vinegar. So
Anything that has been fermented in any fashion, probably.
no,
like.
not really fermented. It's the sour and the acid that he
Ah.
likes.
Sure.
Doesn't have very nice teeth.
But yeah, so I mean, Cassius, like, you sense that something's wrong with these two.
Oh well, now this is a development. You two were corpses.
I mean, yeah.
You got
I
us.
don't know if Issa. Yeah, I don't know if Issa wants to like. I don't know if she's like, oh yeah, I can trust him with this information that we were dead and that I was Legion and that friend is technically considered a form of Tannerin or.
Oh, Connor, you know what the devices you have? You have the resurrection book, the book of resurrection hymns.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I knew that.
Okay, I just forgot.
Oh, is that the tech that you said earlier? That's what. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I didn't put that two together. Yeah. Okay. So.
I mean, yeah, what would Israt say to Cassius in this situation?
Well, we definitely were dead, yes, but now we're not. And she says it slowly as if she doesn't know what will happen after she says it, and then she says, "Is that like okay?"
Is there any reason it shouldn't be okay? You're not evil?
I mean, the
I
thing
mean-
is, you kind of sense discordia from both of them, right? They aren't.
Because I'm kind of getting the heebie-jeebies coming from you guys.
It looks at friend like, "Do we run again?" But it just says like, we. Goodness gracious! Wait, why? Why does Why does Iseret have Discordia still? Because she got rid of all that power.
I
She's not
mean,
even in the
her
same
soul
body
is still
anymore.
kind of tainted by it, right?
Oh, okay.
Just
All
a
right.
little,
Just a little
residual.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Either way, she's not harmonic, right? Like, not he would be able to sense like these are not heralds because neither of them are harmonic. Like, this is not.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yes, I am Iseret, leader of the Recollection, or maybe former leader of the Recollection. My I thought I was trying to protect my people, and I absorbed some of the dark power of the land, or discordia of the land, and my body was corrupted by Tannerin, or my soul was corrupted. Or no, just my body.
Both.
My body was possessed by Tannerin, and my soul kind of, my soul was trapped inside a legion of Tannerin for many years.
5 years.
And I was only now able to break free and come into this body instead. And this is Friend.
He's
Like
a
your-
tanner.
Like
No,
your friend, or he's your friend?
His name is Friend. Doesn't
So is he not your friend?
speak much. Well, no, he is, but that's his name as well. I think you're making this unnecessarily confusing.
That I am. I'm about to die. I need to get as much. I need to get all the beams out.
Your friend and Iseret share another look of, this is the god that is supposed to save us.
This is the god emperor of the world.
Yeah, this is great. This is a good situation we're in. And Iseret, oh wow, I just completely went out of focus. That's hilarious. Iseret is like, and Friend is some form of, I mean, I don't know that he's not a Tannerin, right?
I
think he is a
you think he
Tannerin.
is a tanner.
Yeah, Tannerin. Friend. Tannerin is a good friend. No, Friend
Tannerin
is a good
Tannerin.
Tannerin.
Okay.
No.
So his name's Tannerin.
No. Shut up. Friend is a good Tannerin.
Okay.
He's on our side, and I like look at Friend to be like, right, and like twist his arm, like, right, buddy. No, he doesn't. She doesn't actually twist his arm, but like,
I mean,
her
honestly,
voice.
I was gonna say at this point he's just like he starts to like fall limp, like he's slowly fading, and he's like,
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's dying. No, she doesn't say that. And
He appears to be dying.
as Morty was holding him.
Get the body back to
well,
carry
I'm
again.
not sure how many good deeds I have left in me, but I poke him and try and heal him.
I mean, okay, so
Ooh.
would you actually do that?
I mean,
with what the information you have so far, this is a Tannerin inside a herald body. Like, that's bad.
Yeah, but you said you said he was weird, so.
And that would be enough for you to go.
Heck yeah.
Like why would Cassius not question this somewhat?
Because it's a player character
he's a
telling
chill
him these
dude.
things.
That's right.
And when has Cassius not trusted someone thus far? Everyone has betrayed him. And he's yeah. I feel like this is very much in character. Like Connor's last character, who I trusted for no apparent reason, then he betrayed me.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, if you want to do it.
Roll to persuade me.
Yeah, roll.
Alright,
Find common
that makes
ground.
sense.
So plus sway.
Which is -1, or?
For you, it's 0.
Okay, that's good. Oh, okay.
There you go.
That's not bad.
On a 7 and 9, their player picks 2, and both must be met. So, Jared, go ahead and look at the character moves and find common ground and choose 2 conditions.
Character moves. Find common ground.
Right. So you're asking him to heal Friend, right?
Mm-hmm. Oops. Well, there's no third party there.
I mean, Mortuo, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah. Reduce the threat you pose to us, and give me something now that's worth it.
Do you want to hand him the resurrection book?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Easterette.
And I feel like this is less like Cassius actually saying this stuff, as opposed to Easterette is doing it because she wants to convince him to help, and it's the thing that actually like sways him, right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
How does that go about? Like, you literally just be like, what do you say to him when you hand him it?
Okay, so Easterette just kind of looks at Friend, sees that he's dying, and looks at Cassius and sees that he's well. I don't know if he can really see that he's dying, but Cassius makes it very clear that he is dying, and
because yeah, honestly, as it stands right now, Cassius's move here normally would be to use his gardener move, but if he does that, he dies. Right? So
okay, so yeah, so Easterette just says,
maybe this will help.
I was gonna try to bring us back into our normal bodies with this, but I don't think. And she like looks back at Friend and looks back at Cassius. I don't think we deserve a second chance. Not when there's so much at stake. And she hands it over, but like as you grab it, she like doesn't let go right away and just says, "Promise me that you're going to save the world with this."
I will sure as heck try.
And it's just like,
I'd like to think Cassius is the Lord Ruler if the Lord Ruler was a like dude bro.
This is Light Song.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Right? This is Light Song as the Lord Ruler.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she lets go and kind of looks back at Friend and like looks for like expects to see like betrayed eyes, and instead Friend just kind of smiles and is like,
I think you look back and Friend is like almost dead. Like his eyes are closed. Like, I mean, he doesn't really have eyes, but like, you know, not looking at you, pretty much limp at this point, like about to fade entirely.
Okay, Easterette just kind of asks if Mortua would give them a few minutes, and I think Easterette's kind of like, it's time for me to be with my friend as he dies, and then I'll come back and join the fight.
Mortuo just kind of reluctantly sets down Friend and then gives the Book of Resurrection a side-eyed look.
Don't like that.
Just kind of awkwardly shuffling backwards out of the room.
So Cassius, you take a look at the book.
So, all right, would the move here be to use that to heal him, or to heal myself to be able to heal him with
the gardener
myself?
So I think first I want you to make a lore roll to like figure out what this thing is, right, and what you can do with it to like read it. So this would be Unearthed Forgotten Lore. So roll plus lore.
Anyone can able to give me a boost, or Is that a thing? Assisting?
Honestly, I think you're in hostile grounds right now, so I think you take
Oh, okay.
disadvantage on this.
Oof.
You don't want assistance either.
Yeah, I don't think
you
anyone.
don't
Yeah,
want
was-
assistance. Assistance can
Mhm.
actually screw you over massively.
Okay.
I was gonna say you don't want assistance.
So
from me, I don't
I'm
think.
rolling disadvantage here.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
boy.
also typically it had advantage or help is something you do after the fact, not
Okay.
beforehand. So
Gotcha. Well,
7.
8.
I mean,
7. Yeah.
it's not a complete failure. Or no, sorry, you take the lowest 2 because it's disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Right? So that's a 2. That's how that works.
That's a big stinker.
So I think this is what you get, Jared.
Mhm.
So Cassius starts to read this book, and you think like, okay, I have the cloak of Jadden, right? I am the savior of the world. This is a harmonic book. Like I should be able to read this book and like save everyone. And you just feel like from the cloak,
Oof.
like you're not worthy. Basically saying like you are a sinner, like you are tainted, like you're not able to read this book because you still have something to let go of or repent of or something, right?
Even I don't know what that is.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, I put it in my pocket. I'll try and use that later. I guess I'll try and do
I mean, you could still unleash power with it. You could still try to do something with it, even if you don't understand it.
no, I'm gonna trust the magic cloak.
Okay, fair.
Because didn't it warn me I was gonna die if I
basically, yeah. If you're gonna die unless you change.
Yeah. So like, well, I can't die just yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna unleash power. Is that it?
To do what exactly? What are you trying to do?
To use my holiness to heal what's his face.
So I mean, honestly, the gardener would be the move here.
Yeah.
But that kills you, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you know that because you're so weak, using any of your power is going to kill you to heal this, and so your real only option here at this point is to,
Oof.
is to use the book or kill yourself.
Why don't we take a break while we think about that?
Sure. Yeah, this is a good time.
But the thing is, using the book is gonna kill me.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, yeah. Let's figure it out when we come back. We'll stick around. We'll be right back with more Hellbreaker Sequence right after this.